Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Today we will be working on the second assignment that's a part of the SQL portion questions on SQLZOO. So this portion is called select names. So as we can see, we have the name column, the continent column for our countries and continents. Right here it says pattern matching strings. The tutorial uses the like operator to check names. We will be using the select command on the table world. So let's go to question number 1. It says you can use where name like single quotes B %, to find the countries that start with B. The %, is a wildcard character used in conjunction with the like operator. So it's used to perform pattern matching in string comparisons. So let's see what it says. Find the country that starts with Y. So we will say select name from world. We want the name column from the world table, where name like single quote Y %, and then you want to close your quotes. Correct answer. So the answer is Yemen. Let's go to question number 2. It says find the countries that that end with Y. So select name from world, where name like. Now the way this works is, if you look at the question number 1, the % is after the letter Y. That's telling it give me the name of a country that begins with Y. If you come down here, if we want to say ends in Y, we put the % before the last letter. So we say % Y, close the parentheses. Let's see. Beautiful. So correct answer. So see, these are the name of countries worldwide where the last letter in the country name is Y, the letter Y. Let's go down to question number 3. It says Luxembourg has an X, so does one other country. List them both. Find the countries that contain the letter Y. So we say select name from world, where name like. Now this is going to be a little bit different than the other two. We're going to use 2 parentheses signs. So we're going to start with a parentheses, put the letter X, and another parentheses. And what this is telling the engine to run, and what our query is telling it to run is, hey, give me the names of countries where X is somewhere within the name, in the middle. Like any name of a country that contains the letter X. So let's run it. Correct answer. So we can see that Luxembourg contains the letter X, so does Mexico. Beautiful. Let's go down to question number 4. Iceland, Switzerland end with land, but are there others? Find the countries that end with land. So not only can you check for a single letter in a name, but you can check for a portion of the name, like with the word land. So we'll say select name from world, where name like land. Let's run it. Beautiful. So Swaziland, Thailand, Finland, Iceland, Ireland, Poland, Switzerland, New Zealand. Let's go to question number 5. It says Colombia starts with the letter C, but it ends in IA. These are 2 more. There are 2 more like this. Find the countries that start with C and end in AI. Okay, so we're basically doing the same thing, but every time we're adding an extra step of complication. But it's very easy to understand. Select name from world, where name like. So we know that we want it to begin with the letter C, capital C, and name like. We know we want it to end with an AI. sorry, IA. Correct answer. So we got Cambodia, Colombia, Croatia. Let's go to question number 6. It says Greece has a double E. Who has a double O? Okay. Select name from world where name like parentheses OO parentheses. Remember, because we want to know what names of what country's name has double O in it. Cameroon. Beautiful. Okay. The Bahamas has 3 A's. Who else? Find the countries that have 3 or more in the name. 3 or more A in the name. Okay. So what we're going to do is same thing. Oops. Select name from world where name like. This one gets a little bit tricky, so pay attention. It's asking us to find the countries where within its name there are 3 or more A's in the name, but it's not necessarily saying in the name there's a AAA. It's saying anywhere in, so they could be separated, meaning it's not going to be AAA right next to each other. There could be an A as the 2nd letter, an A as the 5th letter, an A as the 8th letter, but we want to check inside it to see. And the way we do that is we'll say percentage sign A, percentage sign A, percentage sign A, percentage sign, and then close our quotes. Let's run it and see if it's correct. Correct answer. So look, Central African Republic, Equatorial Guinea, Madagascar, Mauritania, etc., etc. So let's go to question number 8. This gets a little bit more complex, but it's very easy to understand. It says India and Angola have an N as the 2nd character. You can use the underscore as a single character wildcard. Meaning, if you look at this query right here, we select the name from world where the name like parentheses underscore N, single quotes underscore N parentheses, meaning we're requesting N as the 2nd character. Order by name. So now we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to do it for T. So select name from world where name like single quotes underscore T. Okay. And then order by name. What did we do wrong? Let's see. Select name from world where name like underscore T. Oh, we forgot our parenthesis sign, or our percentage sign. There we go. Ethiopia and Italy. Now I'm curious to see if we get rid of the order by, what's going to happen. Yeah, I mean, at this point we can disregard the order by because it's not requesting it, and we don't have 2 columns that we're pulling from, unless you want it to be ordered by, alphabetically, whatever, ascending, descending. Let's come down to question number 9. It says Lesotho and Moldova both have 2 O characters separated by 2 other characters. Find the countries that have 2 O characters separated by 2 other characters. So it gets a little bit tricky. Select name from world where name like parentheses O. Remember when we use the underscore, we're going to use double underscore O parentheses, and we already have our quote. So let's go through this. Find the countries that have 2 O's separated by 2 others. Remember, we use the underscore as a placeholder for a character. So we are asking for a name where there are 2 O's in the name separated by 2 other characters. Doesn't matter what the other characters are because we're replacing it with the 2 underscores. Let's run it. Beautiful. Congo. Okay. We see all the names right here. See? Morocco, separated by two C's. Mongolia, separated by N and G. Moldova. Okay. So number 10, it says Cuba and Togo have 4-character names. It's asking us to find the countries that have exactly 4 characters. Okay. So select name. If you remember, we're going to use the length function. World where length name, close the parentheses, equals 4. Let's run it. And these are the names of all the countries worldwide where the number of characters or the number of letters within the name is 4. We can see all the names here. And now we're going to go down to this portion. It says harder questions. Well done for getting this far. The next questions are optional and only for students who are finding basic questions too easy. Well, hopefully you guys are doing well and you're ready for this. So let's give it a try and see how well we can do. So let's get rid of this. It says the capital of Luxembourg is Luxembourg. Show all the countries where the capital is the same as the name of the country. Find the country where the name is the capital city. Okay, so we say select name from world where, and this is what I'm going to show you guys. All we do is just say name equals capital. That's it. Djibouti, Luxembourg, San Marino, Singapore. Meaning, letter for letter, the amount of characters. These countries have the same name for its capital as it does for the name of the country itself. Now, you're going to notice we're going to build on this. Look at number 12. Number 12 says the capital of Mexico is Mexico City. Show all the countries where the capital has the country together with the word city. Find the country where the capital is the country plus city. Now we can see a little thing here. It says the concat function, short for concatenate. You can use it to combine 2 or more strings. So you're saying, well, what does that mean? Well, let me explain it to you. Let's break it down. So let's work through this step by step. We know we want select. We want the name from world where capital equals concatenate, and you're going to use parentheses, name, comma, city. Meaning, you want the capital, the name of the capital to equal the name of the country, but and then you put a comma here, and then in quotes you add the fact that you also wanted to include city in the name. And let's see what we get. Oh, we did something wrong. Let's see what we did. We got select name from world where capital equals concatenate name, comma, city. What did we do wrong? Maybe it's a capital C. Let's see. Nope. Okay. Select name from world where capital equals concatenate parentheses name, comma, and city. Should work. The capital of Mexico is Mexico City. Show all the countries where the capital has the country together with the word city. Okay. So we select the name from world where capital equals concatenate in parentheses name, comma, city. Should work. Let's see. Oh, okay. I know what I did. So I just copied it over from my other screen to see what the difference was because I wasn't catching it with my eye. So this is very important. This is a mistake that I took notes myself on and said, hey, remember to say this in the video. So if you look here, we say select name from world, where capital equals concatenate name, comma, in single quotes, city. We have to remember that this is the name of Mexico City, the capital. Now, how many characters do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The space counts as a number of character. So we have to include it. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So when we put city in single quotes, we also have to consider the fact that there's a space between the first word and the second word in Mexico City. So we have to include that space within the single quotes. Let's run it. Beautiful. So you have to pay attention to little things like that. Anytime when you're running a query and you're just not getting the right answer, as one of my professors in the university told me, she said, it's always a small error in your query. Just look through it, detail, and try to catch the mistake that you've done. And most 90% of the time, your mistake is something like that. Let's go down to question number 13. It says to find the capital and the name where the capital includes the name of the country. Okay. Select capital and name from world where capital like, remember concatenate, we're going to continue to use that, and we're going to say in single quotes parenthesis sign, comma, name, comma, parenthesis sign, or sorry, single quotes, not parenthesis, single parenthesis sign within single quotes. And let's run it, and then I'm going to break it down to you guys. Correct answer. Okay, so we want to see the capital and the name of the country where, see, our where clause is putting a filter on our capital column, meaning that we're asking it to show capitals where in the name of those capitals the name of the country exists in it. For example, if you look here, the capital of Andorra is Andorra la Vella, Djibouti, Djibouti, Guatemala, Guatemala City, Kuwait, Kuwait, Luxembourg, Luxembourg. What we did here is we put the single quotes and parentheses, comma, name, comma, parentheses, meaning we are looking to see, remember the very basics of our questions with where the parenthesis goes. Well, if you want to look for a specific character in the middle, you put parentheses on both sides of it. When we use in this certain instance the concatenate function, we have to do it like this, where we put single quotes between the first parentheses, comma, the name that we're looking for, or the we wanted to have the name in it, and then same thing, ending it with single quotes parentheses. That's just the format that you use. Question number 14 says find the capital and the name of the capital. Find the capital and the name where the capital is an extension of the name of the country. God, that's really weird. Find the capital and the name. Okay, so we say select capital, comma, name from world where the capital is an extension of the name of the country, meaning that, see, it says here you should include Mexico City as it's longer than Mexico. You should not include Luxembourg because it has the same the same amount of characters as the country name. And that's where we get this part. See, it's an extension, meaning like the capital has the name of the country in it, but also more, like Mexico City to Mexico. But Luxembourg, the name of the country, Luxembourg, the name of the capital, it's not an extension, it's a specific match. It's an exact match. So what we'll do here is we'll say capital like concatenate name, comma, our single quotes, parentheses, meaning we want the capital to have the name of the country in it to begin with, just like Mexico City begins with the name Mexico, the word Mexico, but we're not done here. And then we say and length, parentheses, we want the length of the capital to be more than the length of the name of the country. So let's break this query down real quick. We're selecting the capital column and the name column. We want to see the capitals and the names of the countries associated with those capitals. But we only want to see our results where the capital with its associated country has the name of the country within it, but the name of the country is only an extension, meaning, for example, Mexico City has the name Mexico as the country name within it, but it also includes city. But an example, as we mentioned earlier, Luxembourg wouldn't work because Luxembourg, the name of the country, is the same name as Luxembourg, the name of the capital. Now that would be different if it was Luxembourg City to Luxembourg. So hopefully that makes sense. I know it's a little bit weird, but let's take a look here to help you understand. See, Andorra la Vella, the capital, includes the name Andorra. Not only does it include it, but remember here, we're ending with the parentheses, meaning we want the name of the country to be in the beginning of the name of the capital. But we're also saying that the length of characters within the capital have to be more than the length of the name. And all that really does is just separate countries where, imagine if you had Luxembourg. But look, the length of these characters are more than the name of the country, but it still includes the name of the country within the capital name. I know it's a mouthful, but I think you guys will understand. Okay, so now we're on question number 5. Sorry, not number 5, number 15. It says the capital of Monaco is Monacoville. The name Monaco and the extension is Ville. Show the name in the extension where the capital is a proper non-empty extension of the name of the country. So first I'm going to write the query, and then I'm going to explain to you what we actually did. Correct answer. Okay, so let me break down what's happening here. So the query that we're using retrieves the name of the country and the proper extension of that capital, where the capital is the proper extension of the name's country. So let's break it down. I'm going to explain it to you guys. So if you look here, we requested the name column, but we also did this right here. Replace in quotes capital, comma name, single quotes. And what this does is this removes the country's name from the capital and returns the remaining part. So for example, like Mexico City, it removes Mexico and leaves the extension, which is city. If that makes sense to you. From the world table, where again, the capital is like concatenate name, comma, single quote, where this checks if the capital starts with the country's name, using the like operator and the concatenate function, and then also the length of the capital has to be more than the length of the name, where this ensures that the capital is longer in terms of the number of characters as the country's name. And what this does is this guarantees that the capital contains more than just one country's name. So if you look over here, see Andorra, and then for the extension, we know that the capital of Andorra is Andorra la Vella. But what we're pretty much exercising here is, what if we said, hey, we only want the second part of the capital's names, but we only want it for countries where the name of the capital has the name of the country within it, like Andorra, Guatemala, Kuwait, Mexico City. So we're removing, for example, Mexico City, but we want to see what the extension is. It's city. So hopefully that helped you guys. Please go over these questions, practice, 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 and hopefully you'll get better at it. I really hope I was helpful for you guys. Please, if you have any questions for me, put them in the comments. Give the video a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. And on to the next lesson. Thank you. Have a great day.